Boy, another Saturday in the SEC. Lucky for this beautiful weather. We got a good one on our hands here once again. The Friday night series opener, a battle all the way to the 7th inning. We expect more of the same here this afternoon as number 3 LSU takes on number 15 Georgia here on the SEC Network. We welcome you high atop Jack Turner Stadium. Caleb got the scoring going last night. This one to second. 4-3 put out here to open the contest, and I want to bring on Jalen Lassiter, who hits this one well to left field. That one is over the glove of Goodwin. She's at first, she'll go to second, and thought about third, but she'll retreat back to the bag at second base.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Plenty of pollen in the sky.
Plenty of pollen.
3-1 misses, and Bergeron is aboard with a one-out walk. We mentioned the defensive.
It has hit the ground before getting to the plate, and that was a beautifully placed changeup right there.
Ground ball to short, underhand for one, to first, in time for the double play. And that'll get Georgia cleaning up the bases. We mentioned Ellison as that leadoff hitter. Yesterday, a couple of walks, a single that she scored on. Swings and misses there for strike 3. And that one outside and gets away. And Lindy Ray Davis with a little clap towards her Georgia dugout. Is the first base run. And so still tinkering and figuring out what you want to do with it. It seems like Beth Karina has found something she likes. This one has popped up to Coffee. She'll make the catch for the out. That one gets away. Davis will take second. Even things up at 3. Ground ball into the glove. And a quick play there at first base, and good job by Hodge at short to get that thing out. And over in time, we've had an inning complete here in Athens. 3-2. That one is low, and the leadoff hitter here in the second inning finds.
And settle in quickly, finding that balance between location and spin.
Throw down to second. Not in time, just behind Rudity as she'll take the bag. Pull the string, strike 3. As Jaden Leno gets rung up on strikes. That's the first strikeout of the afternoon for Lily Backus.
A little bit better. You saw that almost drop off the table at the very end right there to get that strike.
Ground ball out of the reach of Allen. Turning the bag is Rudity. She'll slide in safely. And LSU has its first run of the afternoon.
Good job by Daniel here to get a piece of that up the middle. Just out of reach of Paisley Allen. And Goodnight in center. Knew that there wasn't a play at home there, so she held on to that ball and got it into the infield to prevent. I think that was a beautiful pitch right there. Great spin on that and movement on that. But quite frankly, I don't think she's tapped into her best moving stuff. Of course, as she has 2 beautiful pitches back to back.
Square to bunt, the throw way off the mark and into center field. Dallas Goodnight heads up, charging in to back that thing up.
They practice this at every practice almost. And they know how close they can get it.
After review, the call in the field has been changed. The runner left early and is out. This is Georgia's first challenge.
Well, that gets us out of the inning. 347 hitter on the season is Miller. And that one will miss to lead off walk.
You know, Heavner throughout this season, we've seen for free, he'll take it.
That one to the backstop. And Miller to second. And the bottom of the second shaping up a lot like the top of the second. 4 straight will send Williams to first base. 9 pitches here in this second inning, only 1 strike. Lines it to first, touch the bag for 2, and a heads-up play defensively there by Edwards.
Play of that right here. Super hard hit ball, but just directly to that first baseman. She's able to turn and touch back, and she is still heads up. She's ready to.
LSU fans with some applause. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3, and the Tigers get out of the inning and hold on to a 1-0 lead here as we've got 2 complete. We go to the 3rd. Ground ball to short. Digby. A little closer than initially anticipated there, but in time for the out. We go top of the order here. The 1-1 is popped to right center. Goodnight tails over, and she'll make the catch 2 away. Particularly for Backus.
For sure.
Got behind there in that leadoff hitter, gets a ground out of it. This one just over the glove of Williams and into left field for a base hit, and then answered right back with Coffey there getting that second out. To short. And over to first in time as Ellison will record the out. Non-conference matchup this weekend as those 2 are on the conference bye, and 9-hitter Dallas Goodnight getting popped here, and she'll go to first. 3-0 in the dirt on 4 straight. Tyler
over into the top of the lineup. Now you have 2 really speedy batters runners on base.
And allowed them both to get into scoring position now. Double play last inning to get out of the threat. There's Davis ahead 3-0. And that one is in the dirt. And they are loaded here with nobody out, so you go hit. So count 1-0. This one blooped to left center, and the game is tied as the lead runner at third base comes across. Dallas Goodnight scores.
We talked a lot about just doing a job and executing, and that's exactly what Goodwin does right there. Just giving that ball just enough to get out of the infield and allowing a run this season. And that happens a lot when you come in with expectations. And it becomes a little, daunting, a little bit of a weight on your shoulder.
First out of the inning here.
It's a fine line. You can't throw it too fat over the plate.
Pop to center, tailing back, and into the glove of Lassiter. She'll throw to third. Georgia will tag and score. And Tyler Ellison comes across to score, and Georgia has the lead 2-1. A productive at bat right there for Marissa Miller.
Absolutely. Great job by Marissa Miller to advance her base runners. In that situation, I would expect for Molly Mitchell to get to third.
Count evened up 2-2. 2 away. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. And that'll do it for the Dogs in the third, but Georgia plates and has left 4. Neither team has committed an error defensively this afternoon. As the 0-1 is sent to right field, that ball is off the wall. Goodnight fields it and throws into the bag, but it'll be a sliding in double for Tori Edwards to lead off the 4th inning, and a good piece of hitting there for the Tiger first.
That position out there in right field is definitely a hard one at most times of the day.
This one, a little blooper up the middle and bobbled, and no play as Emily Digby, the shortstop, kind of had that one. Sun's out, guns out today out there for Van 2 as the 3-1 misses. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. Popped up into foul territory, giving chase, making the catch. Is Mua Williams there at third base? That's a tough catch. That one popping up, going right up against the dugout and able to fight that sunlight. The 3-2. That one misses, and LSU will walk a run home and tie the game up at 2. A bases loaded walk to Walker. Here's Avery Hodge. Grounds that one back up the middle for a base hit. One run's going to score. Stop sign thrown up there at third base for Leno. Another run comes across. The Tigers take the lead, and they're still loaded.
Really hard hit there. Right back up the middle. Backus not able to get a glove on it and stop it and keep it in the infield. So ultimately that run is scoring. And right after as the one we saw yesterday. So probably a little bit more hesitant.
Pulled, strike 3. Coffee was ready to head down to first. The 1-2, this one's well hit. This one to left center, that ball is gone! Clean them off for the Tigers here in the 4th. As Jayla Lassiter rockets her first of the season, and the Tigers empty the bases in the 4th. It is 7-2.
What a way to get your first home run of the season. What a situation to get that first home run. She has such good connection, and there's no doubt when she hits this ball that that one is gone. The fans in the stand were bracing to catch that one, and the LSU Tigers are pumped up. Oh, she can, and how we've seen she can in a lot of scenarios.
Popped up. Digby will make the catch, and that'll get Georgia out of the inning finally, but LSU plates 6 runs here in the 4th inning.
Hold this LSU offense. They still have a shot at this game.
This one's well hit to right field, and that one will go over the head of the right fielder. The throw will go to second as Rudity tosses it back in, and it's a... Allen's numbers on the season and today. And on 3 pitches, she is retired. Making a pitching change. You leave her in, your offense is able to score 6 runs in the top half of the inning. You now got a little bit of wiggle room to work with as this one is popped to the shortstop, and Goodnight is retired. That maybe loosens you up a little bit, gives you a little bit more. Struck out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd. This one lined to 3rd, and a heck of a play by Danica Coffey, reaching out and snag.
Maybe she comes in and can do some damage tomorrow.
Bunted back to the pitcher, and safe at first base there is Tori Edwards. She had that one beat out before that. And Gibson still settling in here behind 3-0. 4 straight will send Rudity to first base with the walk. First and second here with, there's a ground ball to 3rd. And there's nobody home at 3rd base, and Mua Williams wanting to get that lead runner before going to first to get the sure out there. Turns around, nobody backing it up, and the base.
Today a little bit in terms of their location. Even if you don't have that movement, you have to find that location. You have to hit some spots.
And Daniel taken there on the 3-2. It misses, so she's got an RBI walk with the bases loaded as Edwards will come in to score. And just wait for your opportunity. There's a ground ball. The play will be at home, and that will get the lead runner. As Rudity is tagged out at home, the bases will remain loaded here with 1 away. Avery Hodge, that one lined, double play, and Georgia will get out of the inning, and exactly what the Bulldogs needed. We saw the Dogs get doubled up in St. You like 3 straight?
Maybe.
Oh,
I think that was supposed to be.
That one misses, and Lindy Ray Davis will walk for the 3rd time this afternoon. And here's Jaden Goodwin, who's got an RBI single back in the 3rd. This one is blooped into right field on the run. And Rudity making the catch there for the 1st out, and a good job there. And that one off the glove, and the throw will be to second base to get the lead runner. And that one right back to Jaden Heavner. That was hard hit.
That was hard hit.
In the national championship game, and she said Blue Devils, so that'd be a pretty gnarly mascot. You wouldn't want that in a fight, so she went with the Blue Devils. And it worked out for her. The 3-1 works out for Marissa Miller as she'll walk to first. To third base. Coffey will scoop up and tap the right heel. And we've got 5 innings complete here in Athens. 8-2 our score. Yeah.
A whole different game. So definitely limiting those free passes here.
2-1 is popped up. Coming on is Goodwin. And corralling that one for the 1st out. And a good start to the 6th inning here for Georgia. That 39 game on base streak going back to last year.
I feel like we have a tendency to jinx.
It happens.
Jinx.
It happens.
Not on purpose.
Lassiter hammers Mua Williams. Grounded to third, backhanded there by Williams. Slide into the bag. That'll get the lead runner.
Beth Carino's trying and get the out.
So the Hawkeye review system getting a look at this one in Birmingham.
After review, the call in the field is changed. The runner is safe. This is LSU's first challenge.
This is well hit. That one will find the grass in left. Good throw there from Goodwin in left field and quickly cut off by Williams. 4 stranded. Georgia has left 7. Well hit. Tailing back is Goodnight. She'll watch that one into the glove, but deep enough to score. Jayla Lassiter from third. And that one will miss. So on 4 straight, Leno goes to
pitcher strike and a hitter strike. Where a hitter strike is going to be a little bit more white of the plate. A little bit more over the plate.
And she'll walk in a run here as Daniel goes to first on 4 straight. Howard evens things up here 1-1. This one back to her. She'll go to first. And now get Georgia out of the inning, but another 2 runs come across. It's 10-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, we've talked about getting the job done, and getting the job done in this scenario is stringing together some base hits to get 1 run across. Inning. Not too bad.
Popped up. Foul territory. Rudity making the catch. And Georgia is down to its final out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Heavner, I feel like, has really loosened up, really allowed her pitches to work for her.
Ground ball. And LSU has won the series here in Athens. A run rule game here this afternoon. 10-2 the final score as the Tigers take Friday and Saturday from Georgia. And they'll be looking for the sweep tomorrow.
Absolutely. Really impressed by LSU's bounce back today. Obviously didn't come out with quite their best today in the circle, but Heaver was able to turn it around, get her pitches moving, really trusting her movement to shut this Bulldog offense down.
Appreciate our crew bringing you the sights and sounds from Athens here this afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 Eastern for the third and final game of this series as LSU will go for the sweep. For our entire SEC Network crew here in Athens, and Mary Wilson, Caleb